Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. In today's Walking Dead video, guys, I'm going to be discussing the top 10 WTF moments in the Walking Dead Telltale series. This list is going to include every season. I'll at least have one scene from each individual season. I want you to leave your list down below in the comments, maybe a top 3 or top 5 of your what the F moments. Love to see what you guys have to see. And guys, we are 50 days away from the Definitive Edition. As I said, I will continue to upload videos up until its release date. And remember, the week before, we will be doing a prep stream, doing all the seasons again. So, any topics you guys would like me to cover, comment them down below. And let's just get straight into this. Make sure you like and subscribe if you love my Walking Dead content. We're about to hit 200K subscribers, guys. So, greatly appreciate if you guys could help us out to that goal. Alright, everyone. Hope you all have a great day. Enjoy the video.
Thanks.
Maury! At my number 10 spot, I picked Mariana's death from The Walking Dead: A New Frontier / Season 3. Now, this season may have been a disappointment to a lot of people, and choices may not matter, characters may not have been as relatable. But the one scene in particular that I really will remember from this game was this scene. To think all the stuff that, you know, people feel about Gabe and all that, let's reverse the roles, for example, and see how people would have thought if it was Gabe. I would have loved to have gotten more time with Mariana, but the episodes were so damn short, and again, they have to have that major twist at the end of episode 1 to have it really be a good episode, even though I didn't think it was. But Mariana, so far, I liked her as a character, and, you know, you had a feeling at the end of episode 1 something was going to happen, but it was just like a what the... I mean, honestly, my original reaction, I wasn't jumping on my seat, but I was like, what? Like, yeah, this was one of those moments that I definitely could say I had a jaw drop to. Let's move on to number 9.
Now, what the fuck's the problem? Drop it.
At my number 9 spot is Lily shooting Carly / Doug in The Walking Dead Season 1, Episode 3. Now, personally, this scene was unexpected. We knew Lily was getting a little crazy, but pulling out her gun and shooting Carly / Doug, I think was absolutely uncalled for, but we knew that something bad was going to happen. Episode 3 of when I look back at The Walking Dead Season 1 was probably the episode where you said the worst stuff happened. You had all the stuff with Katja and Duck. You had Lily going bananas. I mean, Ben's betrayal. This episode was just a complete WTF moment after WTF moment.
It's fine. Just...
No!
Glenn!
We have to go.
Don't you touch me! I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen.
Clint, what the fuck did you do? Clint, what did you do? Clint!
At my number 8 spot, I picked Arvo shooting Clementine in The Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 5. Talk about a what the F moment. The entire time this had happened, I knew Arvo was a frickin' bee, but the moment this happened was just, I mean, once you saw Arvo with the gun, you maybe thought maybe he was gonna do it, but you didn't actually think he was gonna do it. I mean, the betrayal, you had the betrayal in this scene with Mike, Bonnie, and Arvo. And then you have Arvo shooting Clem, and then even the after part with I'll include Lee's flashback. This entire, I mean, it was just the emotions. Like, this is why this game again is one of the best games I've ever played. It can literally make you feel all kinds of emotions in a span of about 15 minutes. Sadness, happiness, like we got the car working, and then betrayal, anger. It all flips like that. And you see a scene like this, and you're just like, oh my God, is this ever gonna stop? Man.
Look, Clem, things are... What the?
No!
Ben, take Clementine into the train. Go. It'll be fine.
Cat! Katja!
At my number 7 spot, I picked Katja's death and the after credit scene with Duck. I mean, this was just an unexpected death. Katja in general, because really, did you really think Katja really wanted to, you know, off herself? No, I didn't expect it. She seemed like such a nice person, and she was getting able to overcome this. But, wow, I mean, just seeing her do that was like a really? Things went like that? And you see the after scene with Duck and all that, and you have to deal with Kenny, like, oh man. This scene was just, again, episode 3 of season 1. A perfect episode. If you really want to say what The Walking Dead was, this episode is what The Walking Dead represents in the Telltale series. Sadness, emotions, yes.
Yeah, I think we can. We just gotta be careful not to land too hard.
Never mind the storm. Never mind the blood-red moon. The night will be over soon.
At my number 6 spot, I picked Minerva in the bridge scene in episode 4. Now, personally, when Minerva had gotten bitten, I thought probably that she's most likely going to be dead, you know? Wouldn't have to see her again. And then we're literally about to get through, and in classic Walking Dead fashion, pops out of nowhere singing that song that we learned in episode 3, Don't Be Afraid. And I'm like, oh god, she's covered in blood, still got the gash on her face, and she brings a walker horde with her. I'm like, what the hell is this? And then she's going like freaking god mode, level 100 boss mode. She's like dodging and weaving, like she hasn't even been weakened by the bite, it seems like, or the infection. And she ends up cutting Clementine's leg, and I'm like, oh my god. This girl's on another freaking level. It's one of the creepiest scenes, and without a doubt, it deserves to be on this list.
She kicked his ass.
Get out, and don't come back. If you do, you're dead.
You don't have to worry. I won't.
You win. I can't.
So number 5 is Marlon's death in episode 1 of the final season. Another just like a similar scene to Mariana, in my opinion. We look at this, and I mean, you can go look at my episode 1 reaction. I was not expecting it. I was like, my 3 words. I mean, I literally said the 3 words. What the fuck? Yes, that's how I described it. And I was jumping out of my seat. It was one of the craziest endings, I think, in the entire series in terms of an episode ending, because I didn't expect it. I thought Marlon was going to be a major character in the final season, like a very, very major one, but to see him die like that was very unexpected. And AJ, man, whoo, I didn't think he was like that.
Lee, what the hell is wrong with you?
Don't indulge him, Lily. There's always something with this guy.
Mom, I was eating that.
What is going on?
Go upstairs and look. You'll find a guy with both of his legs hacked off. This is a dairy, not a ranch. Think about it.
At my number 4 spot is the St. John's revelation of them being cannibals in episode 2 of season 1. In my opinion, either the best or the second best episode in the entire series. This revelation with Mark pretty much being killed, having both his legs chopped off, turning into a walker, and them basically saying, you know, you're taught in rural Georgia to not waste, and basically eating humans instead of trying to get food in other resourceful ways. It was like, oh my god, these people are out of their mind. And finding out that they're also going to plan to put us into the meat locker and basically make us food, it was just like, these people are out of their damn mind. And just had a feeling that there was something off, and it was in, yeah, a what the F moment, no doubt. At my number 3 scene is Clementine getting bitten in the final season. Now, people could say this was not a surprising thing to happen, Dom. You know, you really shouldn't be surprised. They were hinting at it all the time, but having it actually happen in the way it did after the bridge scene, all that, and especially when we go into the barn and all this entire scene was just... It's like, am I dreaming? Is this a nightmare? Could this not be happening? Because you spent all these years with Clementine, you get attached to the character, and then this ends up happening at possibly one of the worst times. And you see AJ's face, he's like, oh god, no, no, I mean, and just the way they slowed down this scene from like the intense music that you heard there in the scene to kind of like more of the sad music, and you're like, oh my goodness, it's actually happening. Clementine's gonna turn to a walker. And this episode 4, even though a lot of people may not like it, again, I think it's very overrated in essence of with how it was. I mean, still it's a great episode, but the emotions in this episode are no doubt one of the top-notch in the series, and Clementine, yeah, this was just, wow.
Do what he says!
Holy shit.
Wait, you know this guy? Clementine?
I'll take that as a yes.
At my number 2 spot is Kenny's return in The Walking Dead Season 2. This was just honestly perfect to me. I had no inclination, I don't think anybody did, that Kenny would return. Maybe we had, based on the episode 1, you know, after credits scene, that there could have been some returning characters because Clement said, I thought you were dead. But thinking Kenny was going to come back after that tough situation he had to get out of in Season 1 with either Ben or trying to save Krista, I never thought it would be possible. And seeing him again, he's pretty much my favorite character other than Clementine Lee. So it was so nice to see him back and have such a major role in this season, and seeing how much his character had evolved from Season 1 and his metamorphosis he continued to take on in Season 2. Alright everyone, number 1. I think you might have a clue what this might be.
What you doing there, goofball? Whoa, easy there.
You're out of bed. You're walking.
At my number 1 spot is the fake Clementine death that Skybound Games threw at us in episode 4. Basically the fake out. And honestly, if you guys had seen my reaction to this, there's no doubt in my opinion that I had never been more excited for any scene in the series than this scene. Thinking that Clementine had died in the barn and seeing her come out saying, what you doing there, goofball? I thought it was like maybe a dream or something. Like, is this real? And she ended up surviving. And again, I loved how they did this ending. Again, the episode could have been longer, a lot of unanswered questions, but this was one moment that I think, when I look back 5-10 years at, you know, just my channel, this game, everything, I'm gonna look back at this scene, my reaction, everything that put involved with this, all the time, Telltale shutting down, all the crap that we had to go through just to see this it was all worth it in the end to me, because she got a happy ending. And that's all I wanted for her, and I didn't expect it at all, but heck, it happened. Alright everyone, that has been my list of the top 10 WTF moments in the Walking Dead Telltale series. I'll put up some disclaimers right now, ones that I could have put on this list, but I decided not. We have Lee's getting bitten, that entire stuff with that. We got Bonnie's potential betrayal, episode 4/5, also with Mike. we probably could have in Season 3. Maybe the stuff with David's return in A New Frontier. Maybe thinking he was dead. And probably just another thing in the final season would be, you know, AJ's, you know, anger with Lily in the entire boat scene in Episode 3. Alright, everyone, please leave your list down below in the comments, and if you enjoyed this, please subscribe and like. And remember, guys, 50 days away from the Div Edition. Almost time. Alright, catch y'all later.
I wish I had something more to give you. You've been feeling bad this time of year. If I could, I would